What's going on, cuz?
Welcome to OCE Radio.
Wait, that's my job. What do you think you're doing? Stealing my job? Right now?
God, I do it for once.
Why can't you do it for once? Because you read the comments for once. How about that, eh? How about you let me read the comments for once, Sona? You know, ever since we kicked off RTB, I've had it up to here with you on this podcast. Up to here. I'm telling you. Ever since we kicked them off. It's been killing me. Welcome to OC Radio. I'm your host, Mr4Eva, along with Sonakii. RTB, unfortunately, was, as we realised last week, kicked off OCE Radio after his infractions playing TFT during the podcast. Yeah.
I don't know. You can talk now. Shut up, Daniel.
I don't know who this guy is who sounds like him on the podcast. He's just introduced himself as a guest. I don't know if I want him here, to be honest. I don't know. This week we also have our new host, introducing our new host, Scien.
Hello, everybody. It's me.
Yeah.
I'm the American host now,
Yes.
turned OCE YouTuber.
Our new addition to OCE Radio, Scien, who's supposedly moving from North America for a bit to New Zealand.
Yes, sir. You're damn right about that. Wait, can I swear?
No.
Don't swear, it's bad for your health,
Okay.
Scien.
Okay, sounds good. I'll keep it under just for this time.
Don't
My bad.
fucking swear on my podcast.
Oh, wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. Is
Now,
Kelly friendly?
welcome to OCE, bitch.
Wait, can I say cunt?
Yeah, you can say that
That's
word.
very offensive.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
Don't cuss on my podcast, bro. Don't cuss at me.
It's a Christian podcast. Sorry, brother.
Anyway, Scien's our new host. You guys who are here for RTB, you know, fuck off. Confirmed. He's gone. Forever.
And I'm back.
And introducing the new guest of the week, RTB. How's it been? Good to have you on, man.
Yeah, I've been going pretty TFT.
Oh, no.
Okay, kick him
Oh,
out.
boy.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
RTB, back off the podcast. He's gone. Get him out of here. Cyan, as your new role as host,
Wait.
take him away. Put him on a plane and send him to
Do I have-
Japan or something. He probably likes
So
it
it's
there.
like, how about this muting work?
That's muting. Dude, I don't know how they do it over there in the States, man, but over here in OC, we don't mute people. We don't do that.
We bullied him to death.
Oh, this is
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait,
whoa.
what the
This
fuck?
is coming from the same person
Yeah,
who said,
I don't want to
I
go
punch
down. What
kids.
the hell, man? Is that just in Australia?
Bruh.
Dude, bullying at
Oh.
an all-time high, and Sona's just like, yeah, I just finished high school. I'm going to bully the shit out of him. That's what I'm going to do.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a
Yeah,
fun
that's-
fact. Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
do you guys know that the subcontinent of New Zealand, Australia, and a few other islands can be also known as Australasia?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. I thought that's...
Did,
It's common Australian geography.
did you know in the donkey lore of the video game Donkey Lore that Australia is also known as Dinosaur Island?
When the...
Really?
What video was this in?
In a Mario Kart. You know, how fucked is this? I know the video.
Is this like what, Mario Kart
In his
8?
Mario Kart Wii video.
What? What
I know the exact video where he's playing Mario Kart and someone who he's playing with is from the region of Oceania and it says he's from Australia and his name is Dinosaur Islands. And then Donkey's just like, he's from Dinosaur Island? That's crazy. Pretty funny.
Fantastic.
Anyway, enough fanboying over that fucking donkey. Back to what's
What really
been
matters.
happening? The classic as we open up. Wait, do we normally do questions or comments? Do we have any?
I
Sona?
think you do
we
questions
even
later.
No, we do questions later.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait, guys. Come on.
I thought we were moving it up so people actually ask questions.
Maybe we should do that.
You know, that's actually a pretty good idea. Not
Do
gonna
you
lie.
have some questions for us, Sona?
Okay, what made you decide? Wait, from Steve.
That's
Oh.
one job. The host is the fucking guest is stealing the host's job again.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So this comment by Trunk. Room.
That's not a question.
That's not a question. All right. So now your fucking job's been
Okay.
revoked. It's been revoked. You lost the right.
Alright.
All right, then you can.
This
Oh,
is from
she can.
Ahmed. Is liking traps gay? My opinion is not. My opinion is not.
What did you say?
I don't know.
Can you let's go to the real question. Stephen Hart. He says, "What made you guys decide to do a podcast?"
Well read, guest. Well read. Should I answer this one?
We just got really
I'll go
bored one
first.
day and thought it was the best idea ever, so we just started.
Remember that time, a long time ago, me and RTB were sitting in the RTB Discord. We're talking shit.
Oh yeah.
And we're like, I think we were sitting in a channel with a shitload of people.
And everyone loved.
Everyone
our
was
chats.
loving it. We were just like, what do you think of the YouTube algorithm? Over and over again. Dude, YouTube's so unfair these days. That's what we just kept saying. And people were like, this is so interesting, man. Like, I love hearing this. We're like,
Yeah.
dude, we should do like a radio. Like, that would be crazy, dude. That was us.
And then we did it.
And then we just did it on Discord. And then we basically were like, oh, we're going to do a podcast. And then we never did for like a year. Don't you reckon? It was like a year.
Yeah,
gap.
probably was.
And I always wanted to, and we never did. And I think what we needed was to start.
I think so.
Yeah. Once I think I really kind of said to you like, hey, let's do it, bitch. Or I'll kill
Yeah,
you.
you got the ball rolling.
Get the ball rolling, or I'll bully you to death, like Sona said.
Pretty much.
Yo, did I make a mistake coming down to New Zealand? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's
Everyone's
pretty
getting bullied
rough
to death,
out here,
man.
man. You know, you take away guns, and what do you have? Words.
I was gonna say hands, but that works too.
Words.
Your words hurts.
Words hurt. You know what? Have you ever heard of the saying? Did I have this in the States? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
No, words will always hurt you.
People who say that haven't talked to Sona.
Okay. Moving on.
This is a scary
We missed-
podcast.
There's another question.
There's a few questions here.
Why is the guest reading them?
Someone asked
Yeah.
what is Smash.
Oh yeah, that was what we
It's just the anime
Da,
convention.
da, 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 da. Okay, sorry.
Like PAX.
yeah. It's the
Yeah,
anime
it's like-
convention.
Yeah, it's like a PAX event.
It's this big Sydney anime convention in Australia. That's all you're gonna know.
Okay, next question. This one is by Scien. How do you guys like your eggs?
Wait.
Wait, how did you get on the podcast? Wait,
This,
get back in the YouTube comments
this
right
is
now.
like- wait, this is. Well, how do you guys like your eggs?
Fully cooked.
What? That's not a style.
What do you mean?
Like the yolk is like just fucking hard.
Bruh.
Like yeah.
You're a disgrace. I like egg in general. I just like egg.
Egg is
Daniel
good,
knows.
yes.
Daniel knows I'll just eat any kind of egg, as long as it's not raw.
I'm a fried kind of man, and anything else is garbage.
Yeah, I like fried egg, but like you have to cook the middle till it's like hard.
No,
Sunny
wrong,
side up.
wrong,
Sunny side up.
I gotta
Ding
go with Sunny
dong.
Side Up on that one.
wrong.
No, I just like
No, shut up.
almost
Shut
black.
up. Shut up.
Hey Sona,
What the
runny fried egg, am I right?
What?
A runny fried egg.
Yes.
Yuck.
Sunny
Yes.
side up.
Yes.
Makes me feel sick.
Go
I've
away.
had bad experience with it.
You know what makes? Correct me if I'm wrong, but your family heritage is somewhat Chinese, and don't they throw like a raw egg over rice or something?
No, I didn't do that. But
They don't do that.
no, everyone likes yolk except me. I just have a special.
You're
part.
just a freak in your family. It's
Yeah.
just you.
Yes.
Oh, dude. Nice. How do you
Anyway.
like your eggs, Scien? You know, the commenter obviously wanted to ask you that.
Well, I
Answer the question.
I like my-
Scien in the comments wants to know.
I like my eggs deviled, sir. My
What's that?
deviled eggs are like by far. Okay, so what you do? Actually, hold on. Let me get the deviled eggs recipe.
Dude, you know, the United States is scary.
Okay, I
They
swear.
devil
man.
everything.
They have
Pretty
devil
good.
eggs.
Oh,
Do they
man.
kill
What the fuck
you?
is this?
You know, in OCE, you just like bully someone into death. In America, the eggs just fucking kill you.
Yeah, we
It's all
devil
the
people.
eggs.
Are these even eggs anymore?
Yeah, they are. You just add a little bit of like mayonnaise, Dijon, and some salt and pepper. It's super good.
Where the
So
fuck
it's
are the
basically-
eggs? I can't see them.
Wait, what?
They
They're right there.
look like dumplings.
I actually can't see shit. What the fuck?
Oh, if
They
you
look like
turn the
wonton.
screen upside down, you guys might be able to see that they're actually eggs.
I can't. There's no picture here.
I need to stop. Damn
Are
it.
you telling us to turn our screens upside down?
Yeah, he said that.
Do you think we live like bats on a tree sleeping, doing everything upside down? Is this how
Well, I
Americans think?
Dude, he made us.
That's
He
that's
made.
what that's what everybody told me. So
He made
yeah.
the internet joke. I don't like him anymore. Congratulations,
Anyway, moving
RTB,
on.
on
Let's
being
talk
promoted
about-
to host again. Congratulations, welcome. Hey, welcome, man.
Now sing this
we don't
Australian
do post editing, so we've got to do the sound
Now,
effects.
let's
live.
do the sound effects from now on for each section. Let's move on
Daniel,
to
to celebrate. No, shut up, shut up. Now, Daniel, to celebrate, you have to sing the national Australian anthem.
Oh,
no. Shut up. Scien, sing the national Australian anthem.
Bro, I can't do that.
All right,
Do it.
Sorry,
all right,
wait,
he's
hold
gone.
on.
Hey,
You
get him
two
up.
suck.
Get him out of here. Get him out of
Wait a
here.
second. Oh, this is true.
Get him outta here. And I want you to kneel when you do it. I want you to kneel.
Sorry, sir, but I don't have any queen. All right, freedom.
Nice.
What kind of freedom? The freedom where you can shotgun guns?
Whoa, let's
Whoa,
not do anything.
that's not the topic we
Whoa.
wanted to talk about.
We weren't doing gun control today. Okay, let's go talk about TFT.
No. We didn't do
Everybody's-
we didn't do the main section.
Dude,
man.
that's-
We didn't do
What?
the what? What's been happening?
Tew, 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 tew.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this every time from now on. Every
Okay,
time.
yeah.
Every time we're
Sound
gonna do
effects.
a new sound effect jingle,
Yeah.
and maybe we'll get the guest to do one of the sections
Sure.
by themselves.
Wait a minute.
We just watch and laugh at
have
them.
like a 20-minute
Okay,
monologue.
let's talk about.
Let's talk about what's been happening. If
Let's
you
get
don't
into
know,
it. People have been waiting.
if you don't know the what's been happening, we talk about what's been happening in the past couple
Well,
of days,
no.
or week, or story. What's been going on? Who would like to go
Okay.
first? I don't know why I talk like not me, but something happened.
Mr4Eva, you seem to have an interesting
Oh.
story.
Oh, thank you. I do have a story. So, on the weekend, on Saturday, I went for on every weekend I do a long run. So I did a 16k run, get back to my house, and I can hear voices upstairs. One of them is like an older lady who I don't recognize. I live with like an older lady. She's my housemate. But there's another one there, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so I walk upstairs, and this lady, she's like, has a glass of wine. And I've just gone upstairs to go to the kitchen and get like basically water because I'm thirsty as fuck. And she's just like staying in the kitchen, like basically blocking my way. And I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. Could I just get by? I'm just trying to get some water. And she was like, oh yeah, cool. And then she was just like, you're really smart, aren't you? And I was like, yo, what? Where the fuck is this coming from? And she's like, I bet you're like an accountant or something. And I was just like, bruh, what? What is she talking about? And he says, I bet I can guess what you do for a living. I was like, okay. She's like, yeah. So you're not an accountant. I was like, yeah, no. It's like, do you teach maths? I was just like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with this lady? She just kept going. And I was like, okay. My housemate said, like, just fucking cackling. She can't. She's laughing so hard. And she's like, you're quite mature. You must be what, like 35 or something, right? And I was like, I was like, I felt like someone just like fucking stabbed a stake in my fucking throat. I was just like, yo, what? That's fucked up, man. You just called me 35. I'm like barely even in my 20s right now, man.
You're gonna be an old man.
Yeah, it's just like, how am I gonna be when I am 35, dude? What? It's like, oh, it hurts. And then she was like, I basically like was like, well, that's not even close, man. My housemate's like, she's like, oh, she saw my reaction. She's like, oh, okay. So what, you must be 28 then. And I was just like, still not even close. Feels bad. And she's like going, oh, how old is he? And then my housemate's like, oh, he's 22. It's like, oh, fuck. It's like, well, you're very mature for your age. I'm just like, the change in attitude. Like, all of a sudden. It's like, hey.
Maybe she was trying to hit on you, so she was trying to close the age gap.
I hope not. She was saying how she got married to her husband like last year or something. It was really odd. It's weird. I gotta tell you, when you guys, and when this happens to you and you're like living maybe like with a housemate or something, and it's like an older lady, and they have a friend over and they're having like a dinner party, and the dinner party guest gets pissed. It's like a middle-aged person trying to be your friend. It's weird. It gets real weird real quick. But yeah, no, it was alright. It was funny. Yeah, that was my story. Who would like to go next? You
I don't
fucking
have a story.
Yeah, you do.
Mason.
What?
You got so many stories. So much shit happens to you.
Played TFT and I'm winning lots of games.
Oh my god, this man's so fucking boring.
I'm a beast.
I'm a beast.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
He's been demoted to guest.
Again.
Get him out of here. Get the guest out of here.
Oh wait, no, I'll tell my story.
He does have it.
It's related to TFT, but it happened in real life. It's how
Is he gonna
affected
tell
me.
us how like
Oh my
I
God.
like
So-
won like 2 games in a row? It was fucking crazy.
No, it was like, okay, so I was at uni in my tutorial class, right?
Mm.
And then it was like maybe an hour left of class, and then the teacher was like, "Hey, you guys can take a 20-minute break." So then I was like, "Hey, game for TFT, right?" And then like I open up League, start playing TFT, and then she starts it earlier than I thought, and then she's like, "Tori's like, okay, now start planning what you're gonna do for your next assignment." I was like, "Wait, I'm still in game," and I just kept playing anyway.
What the fuck,
And then
dude?
she was like, and then she was like, actually, you guys could do that at home, right? You guys all get an early mark. So then everyone left. There's still half an hour of the class left, and I was there by myself on my laptop playing TFT. And then I felt really stressed, and then I was kind of depressed as well because I was like, what am I doing? Why did I even start this?
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Are you okay over there?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm just thinking of brainstorming about my assignment."
Brainstorm.
And then she comes over. I'm like, "Shit, don't come over. I'm playing TFT."
Wait, is this on like a laptop or something? Or
Yeah, on my laptop.
did they should
So
bring
then
this
I
on
just-
iPhone or like phone?
Yeah, I wish. And then so I closed my laptop a little bit so she doesn't see. And then she starts talking to me about the assignment. And I'm like,
Oh my God.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Do you know the worst part about that? Even if she saw you were playing TFT, she probably wouldn't give a fuck. Use
Yeah, but I
like
can't
they don't
play
give a
while
shit if you
talking.
succeed. If you fail, it's good. That means you come back and pay them their salary again. It's so fucking sad.
Yeah, but I couldn't play while you can't play while you're talking to someone.
That's true. Oh, you probably could.
Oh wait, I did that last week.
Dude, how fucking you can't play while talking to someone. The entire podcast just playing TFT. It's like, why is RGB so boring this week? What happened? Except for the occasional just, oh, got him.
I did not say that during the podcast.
That's a great RNG right there, folks.
Dude, I can't wait to hear RTB say, that's a great RNG, folks. Dude, folks is such like a NA thing, eh?
Oh, yeah, so y'all don't say folks, or?
Nope.
We all don't
Oh.
say y'all. Y'all
Oh yeah, my
don't say
tutor's
folks.
American, so she says y'all a lot.
Who's that?
My tutor.
Oh, yeah.
She was the one that was like probably.
That
probably
reminds
saw
me,
playing
I was
TFT.
I was watching The Voice, and there was, I don't know who it is, but one of the judges on like the Australian Voice at the moment, she's like this American girl, and I think I know, it's so odd. She's like, y'all got so much talent. Y'all so amazing. Y'all so great. Y'all so great. I was like, why does she have to say this every time? It's like, y'all some of the best we ever had. Y'all know it. Y'all great. I was like, how many times is she going to use the word? It's crazy. Like, there's no criticism here. Like, there's nothing wrong with using the word, particularly if you're from like, the part of America which uses it. Nothing wrong with that. Why is she like firing it off every sentence? Like, Oz we say mate a lot, right? Let's just be real. We say mate. I'm not going to say, hey mate, you're doing great, mate. Keep at it, mate. What the fuck? Who does that, dude? Come on.
Americans.
My Scottish friend. Oh,
Jesus Christ. Dude, we invite him here just to fucking say, America's not that great, man. So fucked up, dude. That's mean. Now, what were you going to say, Simon, about the...
Oh, I was just gonna say that my Scottish friend, or I haven't talked to him in a long ass time, but he said mate probably every other sentence.
Ah, disgusting.
You could probably like understand maybe every other third word he said.
Oh,
It
Jesus
was so
Christ,
fun.
mate. Bloody
Accent
hell.
was thick with 13 C's, bro. It's fucking horrible.
Nice.
Meet,
But he made some great content, so.
mate. Some great content.
Oh, I can see a secret
That
comment,
was
by the way.
fantastic.
It says rate the Mordekaiser rework 1 to 10.
I haven't played it.
I haven't played it, but
terrifying.
I've seen it. I'm going to say it's a 10 because the Shadow Realm's fucking...
It's terrifying to go against us at some point.
It's so
That does
good.
suck.
Dude,
Yeah.
how good is it that Riot's putting in all these scary champions? Like, I remember when Urgot came out with the new Urgot, and he like ults you, and then just fucking chains come up on the screen. What is going on? He's taking me away.
They gotta balance it because they keep making anime weeb skins, so they gotta release
True.
edgy champions.
They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
hey, just
My boy Pike
reminding
looking
you,
fresh.
just reminding you, this game isn't just for RTB and Co. This is for scary gamers as well.
Spooky.
It's a spooky game. Dude, I want to be honest, if that Japanese girl from E3 who said it's a spooky game was at Smash, I'd probably
wanna see
I'd fly to go get her to sign a shirt or something.
Who?
The girl at
Don't-
E3 talking about like some Tokyo horror game, and she goes,
Yeah.
"It's a very spooky game." It's so good. It's like the best.
She's going all about it.
It's so funny, man. She says it so well. I'm a big fan. Anyway. You got a story,
Let's move
Sona,
on
or
to-
are you sick?
Oh wait,
I swear to God, every time Daniel tries to skip me.
Dude, why do you skip her every time?
I don't know.
What the fuck? Dude, I reckon you're like, you must be like a Tony Abbott like fan or something. You're just like, women's rights? What's that? Moving
Whoa,
on.
whoa, whoa!
It's
Do I
really
need to
you.
write
Where did I?
Do I need to write a misogyny speech directed to that?
Yes, you've got to be the Julia Gillard. You've got to do a speech and be like, that man, no respect. That's going to be you.
I have respect.
This week, well, the past week, I bought a puzzle, a jigsaw puzzle.
A puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one you're doing
Yeah.
while you're on the podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, RTB.
Yes.
New idea. Sona's off the podcast. Now a guest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doing a puzzle while the podcast is happening.
I mean, if there's one person,
my mental health. Do you not care about my mental health?
if there's one thing I know RTB would never do, it's do a puzzle or do a puzzle-like thing while on a podcast. He wouldn't do that. That's one thing I know 100%. He wouldn't do that.
Nah, he'd
Never.
rather gamble on TFT.
TFT is a puzzle with skill. I mean,
Oh yeah, I saw Black and Nola tweeted this thing where he was saying like people should gamble on TFT. That sounds like a lot of fun, to be honest. I'm not saying like people should
What does
bet
he mean by
like $50, but you have like an in-house with your friends and you bet like $5, and it's
that
like
you're
the
gonna
winner.
get a.
The winner gets like like $30. Second place gets like a little bit. Third gets their money back or something like that. Like that'd be fun.
If I got money based, wait, that's literally gambling. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like RNG. That's RNG with your friend
Yeah.
determined by Riot.
Yeah.
No, sir.
That'd be
I
fun.
don't. I already lose enough money buying skins, sir.
Yeah, it's like you're not losing any money at all. It's already not yours.
Oh, true. It's already Riot's.
The second you convert it into Riot points, it's not your money. It's Riot's money. As if that's actually true though, to be fair. Like you could buy like $100 in Riot points and then they could just ban you and you could do nothing about it.
Oh,
You could be like,
God.
oh, it's not fair,
My
they
account
banned me. And it's like, well, that is their game. They can do whatever the fuck they
Just
want.
got scammed.
That'd be so sad.
Yeah, like you know Jason, he got his
Yeah.
account banned, and he had lots of skins on that. I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a pretty common story though, really.
sad. Yeah.
Particularly on OCE where everyone's toxic.
The only person I know who will not get affected is Himichin, but she's the last person to get banned. But she said she hasn't spent any money on League. All the skins are gifted.
You know, I was gonna say, you know what? That like Himichin wouldn't even be affected because she'd get banned, make a new account or whatever, and then she'd just get all the skins back. Someone would just give it to her. Yeah. Scien, you got a story for us?
I don't really have any stories because my past week has literally just been work, video editing, and procrastinating to pack. So
That's
What are
me.
you packing
Why
for?
don't you tell us about your trip? What you're doing?
Oh,
what you're
sure.
looking forward to? That sounds like a
yeah,
story.
of course. Yeah, I forgot the story that's gonna last 5 months. So basically, I am gonna be studying abroad down in New Zealand. For the semester of was it fall? Your guys' fall, yeah? Or no, it's spring.
What the fuck is
Fuck.
fall?
What is fall?
We call it
Oh, sorry, we do.
autumn.
Wait, you guys call? Oh, okay, that's fancy.
Especially it's winter.
Okay, yeah, I know it's
It's
winter, but like they
winter.
call it spring and winter semester, or so they call it spring and
Wait.
fall semesters where I'm from.
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
you call spring winter?
No. Okay, hold on. Wait. All right. Okay, so the way American universities do it is we call it fall semester and then spring semester,
Oh,
which is
spring
strange
sem-
because spring semester starts in January. So
But January's summer.
But that's
Oh my-
summer,
okay.
idiot. Oh my god,
you know,
you're so
if you just
silly,
turn those seasons
Scien.
upside down, boom, you got yourself.
But the opposite of summer is winter.
But how can it be winter in January if that's around Christmas time and I went to the beach on Christmas? Tell me that.
I
Science,
don't know. You
man.
guys are just weird, man.
Science man.
Oh no! There's a long story.
No, cool.
Don't you guys like have like? Okay, so I learned this back in like maybe second grade. They said that Santa comes in on a surfboard. Is that true?
What?
Dude, they have like
Um,
you know how like you're
Close it or hold and mute.
I'm gonna blow
Nah,
your
he-
fucking mind, Simon.
He
You know how
fucking
like
knocks your door down.
you know how like around Christmas
Breaking into-
time at like the malls you'll see like Santa getting photos with kids and he like gives them presents and shit. So I
Yeah.
used to do that. I used to do that for work, right? And a lot of the Santas that they like, they're doing it in Australia where it's summer, so they just fucking like basically die, like straight up. A lot of them just die from heating.
Santa death tolls.
But the real funny part is like some of the really cool like setups they have. They have like Santa in like a Hawaiian shirt and just be like, yeah, it's too hot for this shit. Just wear a hat. That's it. That's the only
it's like a
Santa
layout.
part about him. He has a beard and a hat. The rest is just like a fat guy in a Hawaiian shirt with a Santa hat. Like not even a good Santa. Kids just fucking love it though. It's amazing.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll be pretty much just down there for 5 months. So while I'm down there, I'll be playing League of Legends with some OCE peeps, and just trying to
No, not with
travel
us
around
though.
New Zealand.
Not
What's
with
up?
us though. Won't be playing with us though.
Yeah, I already got my boy. What else is it? Okay, so we have Pianta.
You forgot your friend's name?
JJ.
No, I'm kidding. I don't have any. I like literally. I know max 2 people right
That's
now.
all right.
Like
That's
that live in New
basically
Zealand.
everyone in
What
OCE.
about
That's
us?
all right.
If you exclude my family, but
What about
okay,
us?
I do. Okay, hold on. I was saying in New Zealand, all right.
Hey, dude, he doesn't know anyone in OCE. That's fucked up. We just invite him on the podcast, and that's how he feels about us.
Bro, wait, no.
Man, I was wrong
Come
about
on.
you, Sign.
Come-
You know,
come on.
when we
Come
decided to get you on here last minute, I thought it was something special. You know, I thought it was meant to be, but now I'm not so sure. You know,
Is this
Kick him
an
out of the
Australian
call.
bullying?
did you say kick him?
That's
Oh.
wrong.
Why is everyone getting kicked from the call in this podcast?
Kick from the podcast, kick from the call, getting banned from league.
Yeah.
It's not good
Anyway,
for anyone.
let's talk TFT. Which, for the record, how long has it been out? 2 weeks? Or
Yes.
probably
No.
a week officially, and it's been out for like 2 weeks
Yeah.
unofficially on PBE, right? I still haven't played a single game of it.
No, it's
You haven't?
officially it's been out only for
Since Wednesday.
no
yeah?
less than a week.
Less than a week. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
played a single game at all. It's weird.
It's because of me.
Yeah,
I'm really I feel bad.
He
I played
ruined it.
TFT during the podcast,
He
and
ruined it.
when he just hears TFT, he gets upset now.
The magic's ruined for me.
Make a vid on it. RTB ruined TFT.
Dude, after I just made a vid like watching your video and basically taking the piss out of you, I make another video doing the exact same thing. Dude, just make a second
did you
channel.
react
I should
to
make
it?
a second channel called the Professional Australian Esports Player, and it's just me doing
And then it
reaction
blows up. You
videos.
got it. That's the film.
Dude, mate, yeah, if like blows up, my channel gets left in the dust. People just fucking love it. That'd be funny. Dude, that'd be sad. Yeah, no, I haven't played it at all. What are you guys? I don't know. I haven't really been. I haven't had any real urge to play it, other than like people. I think the only time I thought about playing it was when people asked me directly and like, "Hey man, you want to come play?" Actually, that was you, Danny. You asked me to play, and then I patched it. I patched Lee, logged on, and then you were in a game, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And then another times people asked me, and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll play, man. I'm just gonna finish editing this video." And then I finished editing the video, and they're like, "Oh no, we're done now." And I was like, "Oh,
You know what
alright."
you should be able to do on TFT? 1v1 people.
Yeah, that'd be cool."
That'd actually be fun. If you think about it.
Wait, does it have to be an 8 key right now?
Hmm?
For customs?
Wait, does it? Can you play a custom TFT?
Oh.
I don't think you can.
Oh, never
No, you
mind. Fuck.
can't.
Yeah, you're right.
So that'd be
Wait,
kind of fun.
can't
You'd be
you?
like, hey, 1v1 me on TFT.
Why can you
That'd
not play
actually be-
customs? Riot Games, clean up your act, mate, right now. Dude, you like talk to the massive international corporation Riot Games like you're their father. Hey, clean up your act. Get it together, young man.
Well, it's still in beta, the game. So you know, can't blame him.
Oh my.
Is it? I thought it was finished.
No, and then they released it. It's still got the work in progress icon on.
I
the
mean,
top. That's why they
I'll tell you this much: it's definitely work in progress on NA, right?
Yes.
The queues.
The queue times were horrible the release day. There was easily over an hour queue times. Thankfully, they're much better now.
Dude, I like
Just
that
have
you're
to
like
wait.
suffering over there, and it's like, even if I was in NA, I wouldn't suffer because I haven't played it. I don't even feel like I'm missing
Can't
out.
relate.
I'm like experiencing the NA experience without the suffering.
What?
Except I'm waiting even longer. It's like, oh, I haven't played TFT in 2 weeks. I've been waiting that long. 2 weeks. It's been that long. Pretty wild. But you've been cracking, like smashing it, Daniel, right?
At TF2.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I surprised everyone.
Considering your fucking story was like, yeah, I was in class and they said, hey, can you you guys just work on your assignments? It's really important. It's 40% of your grade, and your response was 20 minutes to play TFT. Sounds like it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
What's the
like
best thing
everyone
to do on TFT?
that has doubted me when they play with me, they're like, actually, you're not that bad. See?
I don't understand. How can you be good or bad? Isn't it just luck? It's like
no.
It's literally
People
Yu-Gi-Oh!
who
Dude.
haven't, people who have not come first say it's luck.
TFT is literally Mordekaiser's ult. It's literally
not
just
RNG.
Shadow Realm the game. That's all it is. It's just
Everyone
Yu-Gi-Oh!
kept calling me
cards.
out. I came 6, and I had 6 free tier champions. And people were like, hey, look, RNG. No, it's because I was trying something out where you keep. I was watching Toast's video. Toast? Yeah. Toast video. Disguised Toast video. And he did this strat where you like.
You were watching a
basically
piece of bread
accumulate-
play TFT?
pretty much. You basically accumulate all your gold till around 40. Then you start re-rolling and buying, and then buy all the 1-tier units, and then that way you get a lot of free tier people. And I had 6 free tiers, and I just died because I had no synergies.
Yeah.
So it doesn't luck. And everyone was like, "Oh, you're so lucky! You got so many free tier units." But it's not about that. See, it's skill. I proved it was skill because I just went all out and did something stupid and got got quote unquote lucky with really strong champions, and I
Lucky
still lost
gamer.
because I didn't combo them correctly.
Yeah.
What are the most OP comps right now in TFT? Because I've only played like 3 games, and I've gotten absolutely ass blasted by like an A-Soul comp.
Oh yeah.
It's
I-
Jaren, right? It's
I'll say
it's
you-
Dad
you can't-
Garen.
You kind of want to have a few comps when you're playing, when you go in, like in your mind that you're gonna go, because you don't know what you're gonna get. Because of course there's a bit of luck on what you're gonna get, but you can adapt to whatever. Yeah, but you only ever go Lulu. That's why you lose. She always goes to the Lulu and keeps re-rolling for the Lulu. So if you keep doing that, you're gonna lose. But I like Assassins and Assassin Wild or something like that. That can work.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
accidentally did Assassin Ranger once.
Oh yeah. What have I won with? I won with a lot of Pike games.
Double Spear Pike.
Yeah, where I put all my items on Pike and then he
Oh.
just stuns everybody. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, but I mean, winning on OCE TFT is basically worthless when you think about it. I mean, compared to an NA TFT player or an EU TFT player, you might as well be garbage. I mean, just think about that for a second. Scien, that was fucking horrible. How could you say that, man? That's so disrespectful.
Wait.
Wow. Wow.
What can I say? We have 5 times your player base, man.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
You're supporting America. This is OCE Radio.
I thought you were part of, man. I thought you were one of us now. I was wrong about you.
Well, you see, I do have Kiwi blood. So yes.
You know, Scien, Us on
Oy
SC
vey.
Radio, we've been looking to get an inside man on the NA server for a while now. And we think you could be it. Let's just ignore the fact that we have Ash on LOL already, but...
Okay, that's like fake on. And wait, does she live? She lives in Queensland, yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay, so that's like not like
She's a-
actual NA.
She's our inside man on NA. She tells us all the information. When the queues are going bad on TFT, she tells us. When the trolls in NA are getting bad, she lets us know. She's the inside information.
How
And
about
then
you have an actual?
We'll
North
use that
American tell you?
information to rise above and win worlds. OCE, the Chiefs, we're going to worlds. I don't even know if they're a team
Oh yeah, I
still.
forgot. The Bombers just like all their people left as soon as MSI was over. Like, what was I think? What was their jungler's name? Balcon. He just said bye.
That's sad.
I do watch a fair amount of OPL, to be fair. So
Really?
I kid you
Really?
not. Yeah,
we literally
like,
talked about this a couple of podcasts about how
Probably
like,
watch
no one
more
watches OPL.
than the average. Maybe all the OPL viewers are overseas people. Not
Oh, there's
They
a lot of
probably are.
in the YouTube chat. There's a bunch of Vietnamese people. I guess I don't know where they come from, but I guess it's just like Pro League of Legends in a similar time zone. So they're like, well, fuck it.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god, dude, that explains it all. It's like, how does OPL get like funding? Fucking North Americans are watching it, dude.
Wow.
EU's watching it. Korea's watching it. It's where you get the next trick in being a pro gamer.
Yeah, man. Already scouting out the OPL. We brought in Lost. He's one of the ADCs from New Zealand. He's playing on
Oh.
Echo Fox right now.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that.
Schernfire came on over. He's like, what, rank 1, 2, and 3 on NA? It's like the OCE's rising up a little bit, man. You know.
Yeah, I feel
Can't
like the
sleep
way
on
it
it.
works is basically if you're like trying to be good, you basically get good in OCE, you become basically one of the best AD carries or the best jungler, dominate OCE, and then NA just goes, oh, yeah, you're okay. I guess you can play with us.
Yeah. Speaking of, I think FBI's on an academy team over here now.
The FBI? Oh my god.
He
Dude,
was
the
yeah,
FBI's on the
He was
they're in the
Bombers
academy,
ADC.
dude. Scary stuff.
Mhm.
Dude, this is
Oh,
why we
should
need
we
Scien,
move-
dude. He's feeding us the inside information. I bet you didn't know the FBI were part of the OPL, did you? You had no fucking idea.
Did not.
You ever heard of the CIA? Yeah, dude. They control fucking the what is the Korean one called? Korean League? LCK? Yeah, dude. The CIA, they control it,
Oh
man.
my God.
They're choosing winners. You ever heard of Faker? He's an undercover agent for the CIA. He's not even from Korea.
Darn, it's a shame they're 1 and 5 right now.
Feels bad, man. It's like old age is catching up with him, but he's not even old. Tragic.
He's younger than us. Or not. Oh, wait, no, maybe
I don't know about that.
never mind. Wait, what is he like? He was like 16 in season 3. Oh, never mind. He's old now. What the hell?
He's probably like 24 or something. Anyway, let's cut to our next topic. Actually, let's get signed to do the sound effects for this one. The
Yeah.
topic is editing. You can do the sound effects.
Gotcha.
Dude, he's like editing a video. And he's like, "Oh, I need to have my anime sound effects ready for my video."
Really good. Yeah. Oh my god, editing. That's a fun topic. Actually, just kidding.
Okay, let's start with
It's really bad.
how long does it take for you to edit a video?
Well, in 2 weeks I'll be releasing a Q&A for that, but you get the insider
Ooh,
peek here.
inside.
Insider
Alright,
peek, yeah.
not
The
everyone watched this,
inside
so-
inside information with OCE radio.
Radio.
It's like a
With
triple. It's like a
science.
triple J thing.
It really depends if it's a video that like I spend a bunch of time on. Well, okay, never mind. Yeah, also everything I spend a short ton of time on. So it's generally around like 10 to 20 hours, I think.
Oh
I
my!
spend to-
Dude,
I know it might be unhealthy.
do you remember when
it's
we used to
mainly
waste
because-
time doing that?
I did used to do that a lot actually. Spend a shit ton of time. The only thing that takes me 10 to 20 hours now is probably if League was an anime. Maybe
Yeah.
even longer because I have to kind of let the idea set into me and see, okay, is that gonna work? And I just think about it for a few days. I have to let it sit. That's the thing with that.
Oh yeah,
But-
trying to storyboard sometimes is just the worst.
So well, let's see. What about anime? So anime Ari, that video,
Yes.
10 to 20 hours.
Oh, that one I spent a long time. I think that was 25
Oh.
Fuck, dude.
because
my.
I wanted
Man,
I
you
wanted
so
that one to be an
slow.
absolute banger.
You so slow.
I'm getting better with pumping out cinematic times. I was able to complete a 30-second intro within an hour.
Hmm.
Or at least get the cinematics for it. So I think it's just really about refining your craft, if you will. Like just knowing what type of shots you want and how long they should be is really important.
Yeah.
So
I think
you spend more. Wait, you go.
I think what me and Daniel discussed this a while ago. I think what we kind of agreed on was that we can't really be fucked doing cinematics most of the time anymore. Because
Yep.
I don't think it. I feel like it's not as fun as it used to be. For me, I mean, I'm not saying like I'm not criticizing your videos, obviously, with that.
I got you.
Like back in the day when it was fresh, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. When someone when I used to do like the edits that you do now,
Mhm.
I did some like a few years ago or whatever. When people saw it, they were like, "How'd you do that? What the fuck? Is that
Yeah.
even possible? How'd you
Yeah.
hack the game to do that?" But now like everyone knows that it's possible. So
Yeah.
and people like you are way better than me at doing it. So I just I gave up.
Yeah. It's just like, I'm not even gonna bother doing this anymore. Like I remember I used to like I'd have like Baron replays and shit. I'd be like, yeah, I've got to save my replay. Then I'm gonna jump into Create a Suite, record all my shots. Then I'm gonna add a green screen effect. I'm gonna do a sky replacement, get some 3D text tracking, add some more special effects, bit of VFX work. Mask out the champion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays my editing's like cut all the clips, zoom in every so often, add cinematic bars. For
Yeah,
laugh.
that's the
Like, I don't know. I find I do more. Most of my editing actually goes into sound now more than anything else. Like,
I think sounds really important.
yeah,
That's
I
something
do
I've
that
tried
too.
focusing on more.
I
Actually.
think the choice of music. So my videos weren't doing so well like a couple of months ago. I was like, what should I do differently? Then suddenly I decided to change my my background music in my videos, and ever since then they've been doing a lot better.
yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a
I feel like your
coincidence or
videos
not.
actually
Still
have
hasn't
improved
changed
with the
as
music
much
changes.
font.
To be honest, although
Because like when I kept using the same two sounds, I mean the soundtracks in the background, it felt like it was like, haven't I watched this before? And then they click off, right?
Yeah,
Like even though the content, but then if I keep changing, like I have like
that
50 songs now in my library that I just keep cycling through, so it feels
that's
like
what
a
I'm starting
different
to
vid.
do.
that
Yeah.
piano song that you were using was Cancer.
Don't use Kevin McLeod, kids. This isn't 2012.
Like, yeah, it was
Yeah,
like,
I still use,
why are you using music from 2011 on a meme video?
I mean, I looked back at some commentaries I did 4 years ago, and it was the same music. And I was like,
Dude, you
I need
know
to
what's got
change.
me cringing in your latest vid? That's killing me.
What?
The Boku no Hero music.
Oh yeah, I keep using it.
He's like popped in like 12 months too late.
Don't worry, no, people think it's relevant because like the season 4 trailer got released, so people are like, oh, he's just
Oh.
hyped about that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just like
people
I just
don't
like
know
you
I'm
had
late.
like a whole video, right, of it was Boku no Hero themed, sure. And the next video had like a little like stag in there referencing the Boku no Hero. And then even your latest video, which had nothing to do with it, was just like, oh, I gotta use it though. It's too good not to use.
I didn't know what to use. Like,
No, it's good.
I don't know. I just wanted to make it subtle.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make another reference because I've made too many. But
The music is the reference, though. Hey, it's like,
yeah, I guess so.
it's like that meme where it's just, I think they call it "You Say Run" goes with anything, and they just play like
Really?
this song over any clip.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like this was perfect.
Yeah, the video.
Neon Genesis over
Yeah.
any. So
Oh, that is a video.
No, it's good.
It does go with anything.
I had this idea for a video which I don't think I'll ever do, so I'll just say it, and you know, people listening can imagine this is a video they watched where it was going to be a parody of you using Boku no Hero, where I was going to pull up some really obscure old anime from the 90s, which I actually have been using music from that now that I think about it. But anyway, I was going to do that and then like make a whole bunch of references to it and just be like, isn't this cool, guys? Like, I'm
But then
Deku.
not many
Like,
people get the
it's just-
references.
yeah, no one gets the reference.
Ooh.
It's like the Boku no
Yeah.
Hero video. It's just like, what is this? This was 12 months ago.
Yeah.
That was
Oh wait,
that
we
was
didn't
my
ask
joke.
you. How long do you
Yeah.
spend on a video, Mr4Eva?
Probably a year or so ago, I probably spent the same amount of time as Scien, and then I started editing for other YouTubers, and it's kind of like probably like 8 to 10 hours. When I was really fast, I could do it in 8 hours, and those were when those 10-minute videos. And eventually, I just got kind of sick of it. I was like, I don't need to spend this long to make good content, I don't reckon. And so now I spend probably like 5 or 6 hours most. Like, I don't see the point of
Yeah,
going
me
over
too.
that. Like,
I feel lazy now. I do. Yeah,
yeah,
probably take to gather footage. Wait, okay, no, not including recording, 5 to 6 hours.
Oh, I guess
Recording-
that's not.
Wait, maybe a couple hours of recording,
yeah.
and then to edit all of that maybe takes me an hour to 2 hours,
That's pretty quick.
and then
This
Yeah,
man
I
doesn't,
have a
this
really
man doesn't
quick
give this man
workflow.
doesn't give a shit.
I
That
should
is
show you
beautiful.
how I do it, because over the years I developed some really quick technique to be really efficient with it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
basically, what I do is I record my voice and everyone else's voice on 2 separate audio tracks, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
do
smart.
And
that.
I place them
I
down.
did that.
Where my voice peaks is where something is happening.
Yeah,
So that way I can
True.
cut up a lot of shit.
yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, that's
Secondly,
something
I
do as
have
well.
a sequence just for all the footage, right? I plop it all in order. Then what I do is I cut up bits that I want, and then I drag them to the second. What do you call it? Layer? No,
Mm,
second. Whatever you call it, the second thing
Oh, that's
above,
good.
and then you just keep going along, and then you drag it, and then once you're done, you copy the sequence, and then you got all the clips that you want on one layer, and all the clips you don't want on another layer. I can send you a picture later. It's wait, is it called a layer? They're called layers, right?
yeah,
Tracks.
Tracks. Yes, tracks.
same shit.
That's the word.
Same shit.
Yeah. So one
Hey,
on.
same.
so-
I'm a professional video editor with a degree, and it's the same shit.
yeah. So you cut. You don't.
Oh,
so that
I don't know.
way-
That's what they call them in Vegas.
Yeah. So after that, I do a shift delete on the first layer, and then all the bits that you want snap together,
Mm. Yeah.
and then so now I have a footage sequence and an edit sequence. So if I ever want to refer back for more context for one of the like highlights that I have, I can easily go back to the footage sequence and then look at the stuff that happened before and then get a clip.
Yeah, I like how that's basically the Sun Explosion style of editing that I developed, where it was like, I was like
I
trying to edit-
developed it from a workplace actually.
yeah, it's the same shit.
So
I was like
that's
trying
why
to. You can go.
well, that's why I was pretty glad that I got that job that I got like 2 years ago or whatever
Yeah,
at an editing workplace, because I learned how to do stuff like that.
learn to be a speedy
And-
boy. Yeah,
That's kind of
Yeah.
smart, actually. I haven't done that.
And I have
pretty
18
good.
macro keys. I use about
I need that.
7 to 8 regularly while editing, like switching in
Mhm.
between them. That
Yeah.
way I'm never touching my keyboard. Like, and that
Yeah,
really
Yeah.
speeds things up too. So I've cut a lot of time.
I
I was
like
thinking
how.
about buying a macro keypad.
Oh, he's gonna
Maybe
speak.
that's
He's
like
gonna,
eight.
mate. He's gonna
Mhm.
cut his editing time from 10 to 20 hours to 10 to 10
One.
hours.
Oh man. Oh.
Well, that's the only reason why I haven't replaced my keyboard because no other keyboard has 18 macros anymore. Only this
No, they
Corsair
don't.
K95 keyboard has it because because I think the macro keyboards were there for like people who played like Warcraft and Starcraft,
Yeah.
those games. So, but since no one really plays them anymore, no, the companies don't make those keyboards, and they only put like 5 macros or something like that because they think people don't use them.
Yeah.
So,
Detachable.
yeah,
It's
kind of
odd for
sad.
me trying to spend a lot of time editing these days. I reckon just because, as some of you would know, I work as an editor now, and I do
Mm.
like the 9 to 5 editing, just straight up editing all day,
Oof.
and then it's like get home, have some dinner, and then it's like okay, now to edit
Time to
my
edit.
video.
Yeah.
You're just
Can't
like
say that
You
as
you
could
gotta
much.
be
go like,
inspired from your editing at work and be like, I can put this type of editing style or idea
what's
or this
that?
technique. Like at your work, you could
Oh,
discover a new technique or
it actually
something.
does happen just because I'm the only actual editor there. I'm like the senior editor man, and
Oh.
they basically I'll get something coming in from a client, and they'll be like, "Hey, I want this done," and I'll go, "How the fuck do I do that?" And then I'll end up like
Google.
I'll watch like just 5 YouTube tutorials and be like, "Okay, I got a pretty good idea how I can work this out and make it sick." And then I'll
Mhm.
pull that technique out, and then I'll be like, "I'm going to do this in my video now because I like it." Like
That's
I've been doing because I work mostly with real estate stuff. A lot of it has a lot of motion graphics. A lot of clients like that shit. So I've been doing a lot more motion graphic stuff with my league stuff, or at least
I've
been
noticed.
jumping. I've been jumping into After Effects a lot more, just because it's like I don't know. Before it was quite
It's
daunting going After Effects because it's like, oh, it's going to slow down my CPU. It's going to be annoying. Now it's just like, oh, I just jump in there. I do it like 24. I'm basically sitting in After Effects all day at work, so you get a lot more comfortable doing that
Mm.
shit, and you get a lot more efficient doing stuff in After Effects rather than staying in Premiere or something. That's what I've found at least.
Yeah, I haven't really jumped to After Effects too much. I do it when there's something that like I can't do in Premiere needs to
Yeah,
be done.
that's how I had it, but now I'm just like I basically always have my. You know what the linked composition thing is with After Effects, like dynamic link?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
for the
used to use that.
audience, it's basically where you can go in Premiere, which is like the video sequencing or video editing software, and then you can use this thing called dynamic link, where it will let you use After Effects, which is like basically a special production or video effects program where you can basically have any changes you make in After Effects to like
It's
say a
like a
video.
video, but a live preview of your edit on another software. So
Yeah,
whatever
Yep.
change you make on After Effects, it'll update in Premiere straight away.
so a good
So you don't have
example
to
would
keep
be
rendering stuff.
I make an animation in After Effects over the top of like my video in Premiere, and then I put it in Premiere. I didn't render anything, and then I can play through on Premiere and see how it looks. But then if I suddenly go, oh shit, I don't like the way that After Effects thing is, I don't have to re-render it. I can just make the change in After Effects, and then when I render my full timeline in Premiere, it will do both of it. So it's pretty good if you want to be quick and your computer's not shit, basically.
Hey, I have a quick
I've,
topic.
yeah, sure.
I was gonna say a quick topic that I think I don't know if any like who's like still listening. I don't know. But let's see. So on the topic of editing, I think a lot of people might be wondering what the heck to do to start editing, because that's one of the main questions I get in my videos is
Okay.
what do
Yeah.
I do to start editing,
Mm.
or should I even get into editing?
No.
Is that something you guys would be down to talk about for maybe like 5 minutes?
No. Fuck it. No. Yeah. Sure.
So, I think this is something that I really want to get out there. If you're asking to get into editing, don't. You shouldn't be like people shouldn't be asking to get into editing. Like, should I do it? Like, should I do
ominous
this?
sign.
What's up?
You're so ominous.
Oh, wait, is my mic or is it just
No,
me?
no.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what
That's the
an
thing.
ominous
Keep
thing to
going.
say.
It's it's something that you should be getting into yourself, like that you genuinely find an interest in, and something that you should just start.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to, like, some people might not know where to start, and that's okay. But you shouldn't be asking people, hey, should I edit? Instead, you should be asking, what can I do to start practicing and doing stuff? And to start editing, well, I guess you could always crack something. I mean, you could crack something. I don't publicly condone it, but, it's a good way to start.
Whoa. Why is the FBI now listening to our podcast? What happened?
We're sponsored by Adobe. You're kicked.
Yeah, you're kicked.
JK.
Adobe's one of my boys.
Vegas gang.
You should have thought about that.
And YouTube is always your best friend. Literally, if
you can search up how to do anything, and there'll be a
I
tutorial.
mean, the fact that I'm like working professionally with a degree and I'm still looking at YouTube tutorials says a lot about how good a resource YouTube is these days. Like, people who have been professionals for like 20 years are pulling up YouTube tutorials still. It's just like, that's just the world we live in. Like, you cannot be perfect at every field in editing because there's so much. So like, when you're not sure, it's literally just like, how do I make the text move in my video? And then you look it up, and then that's how you learn.
Even if you think it's dumb, you can just search it up, and someone's made a tutorial about it.
There's so many times where like I can see it's really funny, right? Because one of the things there's like I actually remember it now because I look it up so much. In After Effects, to split a layer, you have to press Command Shift D, or if you're on Windows, Control Shift D. That's how you split a layer. That's basically how you make cuts on your tracks / layers in After Effects. Whereas you can I think right click and say split, but it's really slow. So it's like you should be just using Command Shift D, right, or Control Shift D. But I can never remember it, so I always used to look it up, and it'd be like I'd always see my internet history, search history.
I actually remember that one.
It'd be like, yeah, you've searched this before, Mr4Eva. Thanks for searching it again. So it'd always come up.
Well, that's where I put all the macros.
Yeah.
On my keyboard, so I don't have to. Really, but actually, even without the macros, I still wanted to learn how to do it on the normal keyboard in case I went somewhere where I didn't have the keyboard. Because then I'll look so stupid if I'm like, they'll be like, you're a good editor, right? How do you go make this? And I'm like, I don't know how to cut. So I just learned all the like basics for like, cutting it up and moving them together. And the other shortcuts where I'd use like duplicates and stuff like that, or like I don't need to remember because you can just do it manually, right click. I don't remember those ones. But, I think you're right though, Scien, about this idea of should I be an editor? I don't think that's I mean, you can just say that for basically any field really. Like you can post anything, go. You're like a vlogger. You're like, get in the comments. Hey, should I vlog? Dude, whatever the fuck you want.
If you ain't comfortable holding a camera in public, don't.
It's like,
that's me. That's why I stopped vlogging.
Dude, I want to see like some cringe RTB vlogs.
That's Smash.
Smash.
Yeah, they haven't replied to my media pass.
Shout out, guys. Check out in the upcoming weeks at Smash in Sydney, the anime convention. You can see Sonakii and Insanity, who's not even on the podcast this week, at Smash selling the merch.
Table K1B.
Oh, well, that's because I'll wait. Fuck.
This guy, this American man, he has no respect for us and what we do. Can you believe this guy? Can you believe this man with his meme music? Can you believe his ringtone is the same thing he's going to use in his next video? Can you believe that shit? That's fucked up.
Wait, shit, do I have to use my next video now or what?
That's the expectation now. You've raised...
Bro, I literally can't. Like, I have everything like storyboarded and shit.
Now that you've storyboarded,
fine.
Welcome, hey, Scien, welcome to the editing industry. I want you to throw that in the garbage and then write it again.
I don't know. Feel mad.
That's what I do with some videos. There's actually quite a few videos which I just halfway through editing, I'm like, fuck this, and I just throw it away and I didn't upload that week or something. Like I was doing a tier list video of other league YouTubers, and I was like, a bit too controversial, and it
I
wasn't even
don't
that
want to
funny.
offend anyone.
No, it wasn't that. It was more like
Yeah.
if I pulled it off and it was really funny, I wouldn't give a
Oh.
shit. But
Yeah.
it wasn't that funny, and I'm like, people might take it the wrong way, even though they shouldn't. But I don't want to do that anyway. I thought better just not upload it.
Most of my video ideas are just titles for like basically
Yeah.
the
I
premise
start
of
with
the idea,
titles.
and then I don't go
Yeah,
any
that's a good
further
idea.
for a long time.
I wonder who gives you half your titles.
Like I've got this shit like
Mm.
it's like the premise is pinging the enemy missing when Mordekaiser ults. Where did he go? And then
Oh,
such
man.
classics such as an OCE guide to Renekton, where it's just me playing the Google Chrome game. But it's a dinosaur, and it looks a little bit like
Oh.
Renekton. It's just like,
Yeah.
and then I had like this idea. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Dragon Booster, that fucking trash like kids show. I was gonna do like a dubbed. I kind of still want to do that now that I'm
I
reading
did
that.
Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that was an American cartoon
All right.
on PBS. What?
Some-
We had American cartoons. Not gonna
Did
lie.
we? Did we?
No, you guys had Australian cartoons. What the hell?
Sometimes like I feel like I spent too much time away from the idea that I don't know what it was about anymore. Like I might as well say this because I'm not going to do anything with it. It's like this idea is Teemo's voice actor passed away. I'm like,
What?
I don't know where that was going.
Yeah, sometimes I look at like
Where was
yeah,
I
do
say-
that
what was I
too.
thinking?
I look at ideas. I'm like, wait, what was this meant to be again?
Hey, look
'Cause
at
sometimes
this.
I just write random shit. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can find something.
Look at
too.
this. I'm
Ooh,
thinking
I have
like,
a bunch
oh,
of old
so
scripts, I guess.
my idea was probably like I was going to play Teemo, and then I was just going to voice over it and do his voice lines, except with my voice, and that was going to be the joke. It's like, oh, his voice actor passed away, so he can't do the voice anymore, so now I do it. It's like,
Yeah.
doesn't make much sense.
Look at I found this video idea on my list. I might be able to do it still. Read out every single Profesco title.
Dude, that's like a 2012 joke.
My god.
Oh, dude, it's like the that's like the
actually
Mr.
still a good
Beast thing.
idea
That's
to
good.
do.
The Mr. Beast thing, dude.
I should do it. I should,
You should
or maybe do it on someone who's still active.
do it live on the podcast.
I'll do it on who has like really extreme titles who still plays.
Professor Cully.
Remember the beat.
Reading my own titles.
Now that's what I call content.
He's like a fucking narcissist. He's just like jerking off about himself all day.
Oh, yeah,
But half his titles are not his.
yeah, they're mine.
Oh,
Let's choose your own build. That's my title.
Did we just expose Daniel once
3-year-old
more?
girlfriend.
Sonakii comes up with all the title ideas, all the
did
content.
the League Avengers, was that you too, Sonakii?
No.
That was me.
Wait,
No.
let me
He
go.
hasn't even watched Avengers.
Let me go to his channel and I'll read out every title I gave.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oy vey.
can't find any.
All right, now moving on.
Oh wait, what do you?
1% Benmo, 99% Tenmo. That
Yeah,
is
that was-
something similar I said.
Yeah, she's yeah. Okay, yeah.
Hey, but it
That's
wasn't
it.
you that said it, was it, Sona? Bang.
You haven't actually made a title for me for quite a while. Oh, Alpha Delpharius. Wasn't that you?
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna move on to our final topic before we're out of
One
time.
more question.
One more question. No. We got. Da 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 da.
Anime.
Anime. Yeet. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Now,
This is my phone.
RTB doesn't like anime. Oh, bang. Here's the
Going
topic.
back to this.
Hey, Scien,
Yes.
do you
Is
think
RTV
RTB is a weeb.
I knew this was coming. Alrighty, so I actually had like a mini thing prepared for this. All right, give me a second.
Wait,
He's been preparing.
wait.
He didn't even know he was
knew
coming on.
gonna
Okay,
be
so
No, he knew.
the okay, hold up. The term for weeaboo is a mostly derogatory slang word for a Western person who is obsessed with Japanese culture, especially anime, often regarding it as superior to other cultures. You know, I don't think he really matches that. Like
Oh,
persona.
thank you.
However,
You
he
understand.
watches most mainstream anime, and that makes him automatically a weeb.
Yes. About time we got some truth bombs on the podcast.
No.
He just red pilled you, Daniel. You just got red pilled, mate.
You know how you said about a Western person, right?
Yes.
Did you know Daniel is actually pretty westernized? He doesn't know anything Chinese except food.
Oh, I was gonna say he lives in Australia, so I mean,
The only thing Chinese you know is like your parents' heritage. Like,
Chicken
Yeah.
chow mein.
Oh.
you just know your
I
heritage
get
is
so
Chinese.
pissed at all these people.
What? Okay, moving on.
Dude.
Man, all
Alright.
the spring 2019 springs stuff's coming to an end.
Back to
Kinda
anime. So
Yeah.
I've got nothing to say. I haven't.
I got some,
Attack on Titan is so good.
I got some
Oh my
truth
goodness,
bombs
the
for
last
you, Daniel.
episode, bless. It's I can't wait till season 4.
You know what? Science a weep too.
Okay, hold up. You know what though? Okay, here's my ad.
Imagine
here's my
having
watch
a
list,
series with anime in the title. Oh.
alright? Anime this,
two out
anime
of four.
that, yeah.
2 out of 4 people on the podcast.
All right, so I think actually, you know what? If I'm a weeb, fine, fuck it. I don't really know what that puts as. However,
swearing.
I have. What's up?
Don't
This
swear. It's bad for your
Oh
health.
yeah. So I've seen past your like normal run of the mill like mainstream stuff. So I think I'm a little bit deeper.
Oh my god. This man is a
But
deep weeb.
I think does that transcend to otaku? Like what kind of like
This
I
man
don't know.
this man just dropped an anime list on myanimelist.net.
Yeah.
Scary stuff happening right now on the podcast. Anyway, I watched Shield Hero. I'm 20 episodes in. I've read the manga, and Daniel, you're wrong. It's good. It's really good.
the
You watched
ending's
the anime?
really satisfying.
I watched the anime. It's fucking great, some would say.
What's wrong with me? I feel
don't
really
know.
bad. I need to make a confession
You
soon
know,
that I don't really like it that much.
Yeah. It's
I mean
really
to be
good.
fair, it feels kind of slow towards the middle part, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what put me off.
the last few episodes were really good, I think.
Too late.
Too late.
Because
We
I
lost
keep
him.
getting comments going, "Oh my gosh, thanks for recommending Shield Hero. It's now my favorite anime. You're so good at recommending animes, RTB." I'm like,
Dude, I just love the way that in that anime they're like, "Aw, the shield hero's starting to be a nice shield hero again." And then he's just like, "I fucking hate you." And it's like, "Oh, he's not a nice shield hero after all. We were wrong." I like that shit, dude. It's good. I like heroes who like same with ReZero. I love it when it's like, "Oh, I'm in an innocent fairyland. I'm going to have happy days for the rest of my life." And then immediately following up is just
I
like,
think, I don't know,
"Holy shit."
His
That's good.
his fallouts don't seem that justified for me.
Fallout.
It's just like,
with
okay.
the heroes.
People, yeah, it's just like, yeah, but
The real
doesn't really
odd
make sense.
the most odd thing I think is the king. This is really odd. He's like
Everything is a bit.
the king like seems like it seems evil, so it's like, oh, the king's betraying everyone. That's why he's not very nice. And then like, you know, it goes further and then the king's just like, I just care about my family. That's why I'm torturing this random guy who came to save my world. What?
Yeah, it's
Because I care
some
about my
things don't
family.
make sense.
That shit doesn't make sense, I admit. But I like the shit about where it's like all the other heroes basically just think they're gods, so they just don't think about consequences at all. And my favorite character is probably of the other heroes is probably the sword hero because he's such a fucking Kirito.
I was about.
Like, and what I mean by that is like he fucking loves to take like the moral high ground like all the time. And he gets shot the fuck down like Kirito should have been so many times. It's just like, the spear guy does something fucked up, like he tries to kill the shield hero or something, and then the sword hero is just like, "Hey man, you really stepped out of line." And then the shield hero's like, "What the fuck, dude? You did way worse shit." Like he's just like, "Oh, sorry, I was too busy being the best to realize how unbest I am." It's like, oh, it's so good. I love that.
Have you guys
shit,
been
man.
watching? Oh,
What's that?
have you boys? Have y'all been watching other stuff besides Shield Hero? As far as besides Attack on Titan, we can probably discuss that in a little bit.
I watched March
No,
Came
yeah, I've
In
watched it.
Like a Lion. Because I originally watched the first season and thought it was trash. I was like, this shit sucks. And then I watched it a second time and I was like, man, this is so dramatic and sad. And now I'm reading the manga.
Oh, a redemption story.
I was converted.
Yeah.
I was converted by a good review I heard. I was like, okay, I'll give it another try. Because I was like, dude, why the fuck would I watch something about a sad, depressed 17-year-old who plays shogi? Dude, I don't want to watch the fucking chess nerd. I'm going to beat the shit out of him. I see him at school.
Whoa.
Has anyone seen Kimetsu no Yaiba?
Kimetsu no
Wait,
Yaiba.
I watched one episode with Daniel.
I don't think
Watch
I've seen
more.
that one.
It's
What's
really
that?
good.
What's that about?
It's Demon Slayer.
Oh, yes. I haven't seen that yet.
It's
but I will
basically
watch
like, yeah, I like calling it. It's like Golden Kamui, but with demons.
it. Mm.
It's like same setting, same gist, but it's demons. It's really fun.
All right, Daniel, tell us about Attack on Titan without spoiling it. Tell me why it's the best.
Just so good.
You're so shit at podcasts.
Hey, I got you.
Okay, yeah.
He's giving us the hookup, dude.
Okay, yeah, because I've had to explain this to my friends why they should see this or like why they should bother to watch up until. Because I have a lot of friends that have seen the first episode of it. Sorry, the first season of Attack on Titan. They're like, I don't want to keep watching it. I'm like, guys, you have to keep freaking watching this until season 3, part 2, because the climax of it all and just the resolution is so. It just feels so satisfying, just because they're struggling so much, and that struggle just gets more and more intensified, like throughout the first and second seasons, and that so many questions are raised, and yes, and then almost all of the questions are answered by the end of this third season, part 2.
That's what I like about it. They don't. That's why I didn't like Rising of the Shield Hero. They keep placing more and more questions without answering it, and I get pissed off. But meanwhile, I'm watching Attack on Titan on another day, and they're not wasting any time. Why do I hear an echo? Anyway, they're not wasting any time. They're just going straight to the point. They're answering all your questions. And when they end on the cliffhanger, you're still satisfied in a way because you're like, I learned a lot about why they're suffering and everything and about the world. But in Rising of the Shield Hero, they'll be like, hey, let's go walk around and eat lunch and then build some armor. Oh, now let's go progress the story in the last 2 minutes and fucking end on the cliffhanger.
Dude, I liked that shit. I was like, dude, this man is not just like a man who bashes people with his fist and throws animals at monsters. He's a man who is civilized and is trying to save the world's economy. I was like, this shit's cool. Like, I liked that shit. That it was that the whole point of I felt like that was that like, did you know that Naofumi is not only have scary eyes, but he is also a friendly guy who's like always. It was a little bit odd that he's constantly. It's kind of like he's a tsundere. He's like, give me money or I won't do anything for you. And they're like, oh, but I don't have any money. It's just like, oh, well, give me the equivalent of money. It's like, all I have are my shoes. It's like, that's not nearly enough. I'll take it.
I'll do.
It's just like, wait, what happened to your whole thing of like equal trade or whatever?
I know why Titan's the best. Because it just gets better each season.
Oh, you know that's
Yes.
true. I haven't seen the
Also
last.
the
two.
OG.
I haven't seen many animes that get better each season.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Kind to Sakura.
I
That's
would
to be
say
fair.
Code Geass.
Yeah, I'd say that.
haven't
Let
seen
me
it.
scroll down real quick.
But Steins Gate, I
Dude,
think the
that
second
does-
season probably wasn't as good as the first.
I think it
But it
was
was still
better,
really
but
good.
I like watching him suffer.
I don't know. It was really good,
Yeah,
but I just think the first season still can't be beaten. But Attack on Titan, it started off like, okay, yeah, they're fighting these monsters. Okay, then it's like, why are they fighting? And then they're like, okay, I think we got some
the
clues.
the
And
Code
then third
Geass.
season, they're like, here's why you're fighting.
I saw this review of Code Geass where they were like, "Oh, you shouldn't even bother watching the second season because it's not that good and doesn't add anything to the show." And I'm gonna say
You're-
I disagree
Yeah, for real.
because like the whole point of the second series, spoilers, maybe disappear from the podcast. Minor spoilers.
No!
The whole point of it is that it takes place
Oh,
in
no!
between the 24th and 25th episode of season 1. So it like basically explains
No,
the
don't tell me what
paradox.
happened.
Explains the paradox of that.
Okay, that's good. So basically, like Steins Gate. That's what second season took place between the like.
Second,
20
yeah, the second
the
season.
last two
is set-
episodes.
the second season at first
Yeah.
when I watched, it, I was like, this shit doesn't make any sense because like a lot of people who've watched and reviewed it have been like,
Steins
oh,
Gate.
this shit, like, yeah, season 2, they're like, this shit sucks because it's just like an alternate universe thing. Doesn't make any sense, but it's like the alternate universe thing makes the real timeline correct or some shit. Like that's the whole point.
Now you can actually watch Steins Gate like the first like 22 episodes or something. Then you switch over to the second season. Then watch
Yeah.
the last 2 episodes.
And then you
and
watch the
it'll all
last
make sense
episode.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's really cool to watch it in that way too, because it all links up ultimately really well. I also think it's cool that the main character looks like a sad boy in black. I like it.
Good
I like-
soundtrack too.
I really like drama. It's weird. Didn't use
Soundtrack-
to.
Fuck.
I'm like, let me
Soundtracks
watch.
make or break the anime.
Yeah, I'd say it's true. I'm like, let me watch Boruto and then let me follow up with an anime about like children getting abducted and suicide, and it's like, well, that's pretty good. I like that. How can I like both? It's like vertically opposite.
Didn't you guys discuss this earlier? It was like you started like enjoying like more like happy-go-lucky type of stuff, and then it was as you guys like or someone like further progressed, they liked more like dark type anime.
Well, that could be me.
I can't remember if this was discussed on a previous podcast, but
Maybe.
I think that's just kind of like
Ugh.
the natural curve because like I mean as like if I just like go with how I started, it was binging the entire harem page of Kiss anime and then
Mhm.
figuring out, oh wait, this actually isn't the best kind of stuff. Then
You're
I
like-
started watching stuff with a little bit more like content, like Ergo Proxy, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Death Parade, Neon Genesis, Samurai Champloo, stuff a little bit more like, I guess like more existential meaning to it, and stuff that you can like derive into real life. It's pretty cool.
That was
Existentially.
me. I used to watch stupid school animes. I think they were the best.
Fucking dude, this man used to watch idol shows. Damn.
I did not. I've never watched
This man
one.
used to be like, what's that song you used to sing?
Go my way.
Go my way,
Go my way.
go my way.
I only know that because of your channel.
Me too. I don't even know what you know.
Actually,
you know how,
Magikarp used Fly used it before me.
you know how it's a sad boy.
like,
Well, I
kinda
don't even
like-
know what anime that's from.
I think Magikarp
Idol
used
Masters.
it once in the video that he did, and then I was like, "That's pretty funny." No, I think he used like a parody version, and then I took the original one and just spammed it on my channel. So that's why a lot of people associate it with me and not him.
Uh,
He was the first to use it in like league content. I can link you the vid.
When I think about it,
sure.
RTB's channel is literally Love Live plays League of Legends. That's the anime.
Fuck
The
that.
Idol.
No.
You know,
Idol
someone told me
boy
Love
plays-
Live was amazing, and I actually watched it. And you know what? I couldn't make it for an entire season, and I really tried. I was like, I'll give this a try.
Oh, this one?
I like because I saw a clip of the girl who she goes Nico Nico ni. I thought that was cute, right? I thought it was funny, and I got as far as that, and I was just like, okay, I've seen it now, and I don't care about the rest of this anymore.
I watched the first season of Love Live. Actually, no, School Idol Project. I watched that, and then
School
that was Sunshine. I started watching it. I was really blind to what I was going into, and I was like, wait, the idols that I wanted to see again aren't here, and I got super mad at that. And I just stopped.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that shit sucks. And I tried. You know, I've done some weird shit, like watched weird shit before. Like I did this class at uni, and it was like studying Asian media, just like popular stuff, like what's popular in Asia. So we like looked at Korean shows and stuff, and we looked at Japanese shows. It was very cool. And I ended up watching some K-dramas, and I actually liked them. I can see why people like them. Like it was an interesting subject because part of it was like basically going against your bias, or like because you know, oh, I don't watch K-dramas, that's not my thing. They're for like girls who like drama. That was like the whole thing, right? I was just like, I'll give it a try though. Like, at least try it. And I watched it, and I was like, damn, this shit's good. But it's like same thing with anime. Like for a long time, I didn't want to watch anime. I was like,
That's Daniel. That's
this
Daniel.
stuff's trash. Like, that's for weird
For real?
freaks. That's
Yeah.
for the fat people with glasses and, you know, like a I
Russian
love
flip-
something summer t-shirt and a body pillow. That's them.
So, like, when did you guys like start? I don't remember if you guys talked about this, but when did you guys start getting into anime?
When I was born.
Okay,
deep.
Himishin.
When I was 15,
15.
Probably like I watched Naruto when I was a kid, but I wouldn't really call it the same thing, you know. I started really getting into it. I really got into it at like 13. Because I had some friends in high school. They were basically like the gateway drug of anime. They were like, "Hey kid, you want to watch some anime?" And I was like, "What's that?" And they're like, "Hey kid, you want to watch some fairy tale?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Damn, this is like Naruto 2. This is amazing." And then they're like, "Hey, you want to watch this one? It's called Guilty Crown." And I was like, "Oh shit, is this like Naruto?" And I was like, "Damn, this is action like Naruto." And I was like, "Wait, why does this girl have boobs?" I don't remember anime characters doing that. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Well, what got me into anime was like Angel Beats.
Yeah.
I thought anime
Ooh.
was all happy-go-lucky, and then my friend, she tried to prove me wrong. She's like, watch this then," because she was trying to make me watch Fairy Tale. I'm like, I don't want to watch this gay shit. And she's like, no, give it one episode. And I watched it. I'm like, this is fucking trash, because it's just like is Fairy Tale like isekai? No.
No, it's a
No.
shonen. It's
Fantasy.
Yeah, I just watched it and I was like, I'm so fucking bored. And then she's like, okay, Angel Beats, this is sad. I'm like, nothing's gonna make me sad in anime. How can this shit make me sad? And then she's like, okay, watch episode 6 of Angel Beats or something. I'm like, why 6? She's like, because you might find it boring on the first episode. And I probably would have. So she made me watch episode 6. And there's like the backstory of the main character who I knew nothing about. And then I found it really sad. And I was like, oh shit, I'm kind of interested. So then I watched the whole thing. And then I was like, so sad. And then, yeah, and I started watching more sad animes. Like Clannad. I think Clannad was my second one.
That's a good one too.
Can I say that I found Clannad boring?
Yeah, it is.
I don't remember. I
It is
probably would
boring
find
for
it
the first
boring now.
half. The first quarter of Clannad's pretty boring.
I might have just
Apparently.
liked it because
Clannad
I
gets
was, like,
good.
a
You know when
kid.
Clannad, like you start watching Clannad and like the opening is basically Love Live. It's just like hey, I'm a fucking douchebag in high school. And then a little girl comes up to him and is like, hey, I'm a cute girl in high school. And he's like, oh my God, a cute girl. I finally have a friend. And it's like, oh, man, this shit sucks. And then they're friends and they're hanging out after school. And she's like, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I used to play basketball. And she's like, here, have a shot. And then he's like, I can't shoot basketballs anymore. I hurt my back. And it's like, no, this is the saddest anime ever. This is tragic. That's actually the entirety of Clannad is just like going, hey man, you should act. Oh, I can't act anymore. I'm too sick. Oh, this is so sad.
His backstory about how he.
Yeah. I actually did. I remember I cried watching Clannad the first time when he was like, I can't shoot basketballs anymore. That actually got to me, which is so odd because I remember watching it going, this shit sucks, man. Like, because my brother told me it's amazing. So I watched the first like 2 eps and it got to like the episode where he's like, I can't play basketball. And I was like, that poor boy, he just wants to shoot basketballs. Let him shoot, man. That got to me, dude. I was so sad.
The only anime that's actually made me cry is Boku no Hero. Like, I have not cried.
I've cried for that one too, but it's so funny that that's the one that got you.
Was it episode? Was it season 3 when All Might says you're next? That was it for me.
It's just like every other anime, like nothing's ever happened. Like I might get a little bit teary and go, oh shit, and then I like even can try to cry, but I won't. But then like My Hero Academia, just like he's fucking just fighting and going, must go 200% power, and I'm like, why is it so sad and emotional?
Yeah, it's good.
It doesn't even make sense.
Music's so
I
good.
don't know, like, are you crying?
Oh yeah, you know when Deku was like 1,000,000% power?
Yeah.
That scene? Where he's-
Started crying.
Yeah, I don't know why, that got me. And it was like, gotta connect all the power through the generations for this punch. And I'm like, oh.
I feel like
He's
I'm
going
crying.
further beyond.
Instead of like crying less as I get older, I cry over anime more now. Like, I remember watching Fairy Tail. I never cried, and then I rewatched the whole thing, and a lot of it was kind of like I skipped it because it was like,
Life is getting more depressed.
I was like, this is stupid, like teenage bullshit. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. And then I was just like, oh, her friends, they're gonna stick around with her. This is so sad. It's like, got me.
I think Your Name potentially could have.
Yeah, I cried on that one.
Your Name. I think it made me shed a single tear.
When I say cry, I just meant like shed one tear, not
A silent voice had me tears.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
No, I didn't cry.
I think I would. Ah, it was beautiful though.
That's a great anime movie. Probably my favorite, to be honest. Other than maybe
I like
Tengen
Your
Toppa
Name
Gurren
better.
Lagann.
Ooh.
But that's a controversial.
Wait, what's it called? Red. Favorite anime movie? Probably Spirited Away. Or actually, scratch that, Ghost in the Shell.
What a normie.
Wait, hold up. It's gotta be Ghost in the Shell.
no.
Dude, best anime movie is Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann because it's just manly men yelling manly things, and then that makes you shed extra manly tears.
Wait, Gurren Lagann isn't a movie though.
There's 2 movies, and they have a different ending too.
Oh my god.
It's way better in the movie too. Way better. You gotta watch it. It'll change your life. You'll be like, holy fuck. Where has this been?
Yeah, because I love the.
You're gonna be like,
so.
my whole fucking life is a mistake. Everything I know is a lie. Anime movies, garbage compared to this. They should all be thrown in the bin. That's what you're gonna say after you watch it. You'll be like, damn, that was good. Anyway,
Katachi is probably at the top for me.
Yeah,
Just Spirited Away.
I'd say mine's up there. Spirit Away for me was actually really mediocre.
Yeah, I found it boring.
I like the mystical shit, but
You don't.
I also don't give a fuck about it. So
I didn't care about the main character enough.
it's like a 6 out of 10
It's a
for me.
story of growth and overcoming and making friends. Okay, never mind.
It's a 6 out of 10, but for the time it was released, I'll give it an 8.
No, it's because I watched it when I was really young.
Yeah.
And it's like the one movie I like watched over and over. And I still love it, sort of thing.
I watched it when
you
I was
only
sort of like 14, I think, the first time. And I'd watched Princess Mononoke, which is I think possibly made by Miyazaki as well.
Same
maybe.
dudes.
Same,
Yeah.
same director.
That one's good. And it's a lot more violent as well. And that's why I liked it. I liked
Yep,
the
lots of
violence and
blood.
the battles. It was very cool. And then I watched
Except the
I,
dude
I watched Spirited Away thinking, oh shit, yeah, I'm getting the same thing. And it was like, I'm a little bitch and I'm scared of all the scary dragons in the shadows and shit. And I was like, nah, this shit sucks. Where's the sword fighting? And I think there is a little bit later on, but it's mostly just like mystical. I'm a friendly dragon here to bring you to Barney so you can count maths and shit. I was like, fuck that, dude.
You didn't know the origin of the story, right? Like what he was trying to base it on.
I don't really remember.
Prostitution bathhouses.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I
Well,
think the one.
this is a
So how about
long
20?
podcast.
Oh, I was gonna say y'all want to talk about summer 2019 anime.
we can do it real quick. 2 minutes.
All right.
What's the thing to see, Scien? Tell us.
What's the thing to see? Well, if you've already seen it, Danmachi Season 2, I'm hella hyped. Hestia is Bestia. Let's fucking go. We got the continuation of Kimetsu no Yaiba. Really hyped for that. It's a great series so far. We got Dr. Stone. I don't really know what it is, but Crunchyroll's been slamming it down my fucking throat on Twitter all the damn time, so it's got to be good. We got ourselves NN no Shobotai. It's apparently a fucking thing about firefighters. Don't really know any other anime about firefighters.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Cool.
Yep, that one was cool.
We got a really fucking long title. It's basically an isekai, but the protagonist is a MILF.
Oh yeah, that's the one where it's like my mum is in another world or something.
What's a
Daniel, you're gonna watch that shit, dude. We should do Daniel. Let's watch the mum anime when it's fully out and do like a co-review for YouTube. That'd be
What's
funny.
a MILF?
Oh my goodness.
Are you kidding, Sona?
Ah, bless.
I don't believe you, Sona. There's no way you graduated high school without hearing that word.
I didn't hang around those people.
Those people.
Like
What
he
do you-
uses all these weird terms.
What do you mean, those people?
Like there's ABGs and there's
Oh my god.
BBCs.
What do you mean ABCs? Jesus Christ.
ABGs.
I don't know what that is.
What's an ABG? What the hell?
Asian baby girl.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, I would say, okay, that's like DDLG, but like, okay, never mind.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't
There's too many acronyms, man.
It's basically an LG, same thing.
Dude, Australian
okay.
Korean girls are scary. They got these weird terms like ABG.
We don't have that over here. What the fuck?
They're scary, man.
Daniel, you know what an LG is, right?
Yeah.
LG, yeah, I used to have a phone
Yeah.
that was an LG. Yeah.
God damn it.
Anyway,
Alright.
my top anime before we cut it off. Arifureta is going to be fucking amazing. That's coming out this season, I think. It's an isekai. It's probably my favorite light novel I've ever read, and a really good manga. You're going to love it. It's going to be on the level of the slime one. If you saw that one,
Ooh, that was a good one.
hopefully it's good at least. If the anime is no good, the manga and the light novel are fucking sick. The other one, which is already out, Kenja no Mago, I think is sick. I haven't watched the anime yet, but
Wait,
it's good.
no.
That one's gonna be sick. Or it is sick, I reckon. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but I read the manga. It's good. Big fan. Anyway, we'll wrap up the podcast there because we did an hour and 40 minutes. It's fucking wild.
I gotta play TFT. No, I'm joking. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to bed.
He's gonna go play TFT on the NA server and play some real gamers.
It's only 12, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. It's
I'll
only
wake up
one in
at
New
7.
Zealand. Come on, man. It's past
Alright.
science
Good night,
bedtime.
everyone.
Get back to bed.
Bye.
Now, before we cut it
Oh,
off,
wait.
though,
I'm actually
Shout out.
going.
shout out to Scien. Check out his channel if you haven't heard of this man. He does anime trash.
Daniel, this is the play on this right now.
Oops. You can cut it out, right?
No. No.
Wait, you don't record 2 separate tracks?
No, not for you. Anyway, check out Scien. We'll have a link in the description or some shit. Check out the our YouTube video on iTunes or something. Or look him up. Scien. He's pretty sick. He does sick anime montage trash where he adds the anime music, does the cinematic edits that are from 2012. It's pretty good.
2012. This is new age.
If you want to experience the 2012 content, you know how like there's that like future what's the word?
Future funk.
Future funk, yeah. That's basically your content. They're like bringing back like old beats from the 90s and being like, yeah, this stuff's cool. We're gonna make the same 90s music in 2019 and then add a filter to make it sound old. People are gonna love that.
My content is merely a nostalgia boner.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Catch you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Sayonara. Wait.